Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Friday Financial Review. I'm Paul Griffiths, Financial Planner for Europe. Now, today I had planned to finish off my mini-series with regards to Portugal, and we were going to touch upon taxation of pensions for those living in Portugal. However, I thought today we'd just interrupt that and we will finish Portugal at next week's Friday Review. Today, I just want to just go over what is not necessarily breaking news, because it has been in the press over the last 4 to 5 days. As we are in the start of summer and eventually approaching autumn, we have the very interesting and what now appears to be a very important autumn UK budget. Now, for those of you, my followers watching, how does that affect us? We don't live in the UK anymore. So, Paul, what are you talking about? Well, a lot of stuff that goes on in the UK will impact us. We all come from the UK, most of us. We have assets in the UK. We've accumulated wealth, partly or mostly in the UK. So the big ticket items or item in the autumn budget that is on the table is, once again, pension reform. So in the spring budget, we saw the Chancellor done wonderful things, freezing taxes, lowering taxes like corporation tax, extending the stamp duty holiday, so on and so forth. But what he did do in the spring budget was freeze the pension's lifetime allowance. Really, it's another form of stealth tax by not increasing the allowance. So the speculation within the autumn budget is that all this debt that's flying around, all this money printing and financial aid because of COVID has to be paid for somehow. And to no one's surprise, again, pension is the go-to area that governments have been targeting for the last couple of decades now. So the speculation, two things. One is the possible reduction in the lifetime allowance, the pension's lifetime allowance. This allowance is the maximum that one can accumulate in pension to receive a certain amount of tax relief. When you breach this and use up your allowances, then when you take benefits, you pay additional taxes on top of your normal income tax. Currently, the lifetime allowance has been frozen at 1,073,100. And what is being tabled is the notion of a reduction of that allowance from that level down to perhaps £900,000 or even £800,000. It will be no surprise if he does this. Over the last 10 years, the allowance itself has already reduced from £1.8 million all the way down to the 1,073,000 today. So we have to watch out for that. And the second item regarding pension is the possibility of introducing a flat tax rate of relief. So when we contribute to pension, we get the income tax we paid back. It's tax relief. Okay. So if an introduction of a flat tax is introduced, this will impact those who are the higher or the high rate taxpayer or the higher rate taxpayer. So those that are paying 40% on their income, or fortunate enough at the very top, paying the 45% tax rate. So this really is, another form of stealth tax. It's for the way to government to save money, trying to pay down debt. What's important for everyone watching who are accumulating wealth in that phase of their life, accumulating wealth, and for those who are now getting to their heydays and want to enjoy their retirement, if what you're going to be relying on income-wise is in the UK, i.e. private pension, occupational pension, defined benefit, defined contribution, okay? The key buzz term or word always is just to get advice. I've now told you that this is coming down the road. If it happens, then yes, you've got to be prepared for it. More importantly, you've got to ask yourself a question: does it affect me? And if so, how does it affect me? And is there anything I can do about it? Speak to your advisor. If you don't have a financial advisor who's qualified and regulated to give advice in the country you're living in, i.e. within the EU, speak to me, reach out. Happy to have a conversation free of charge. Okay, so thank you very much for listening to the review of this morning. So apologies for those perhaps expecting to listen about Portugal and pension, but we will do that next week. Okay, thank you to all my listeners, my followers. Please continue to share. Please continue to send these links to any friends, family, colleagues within Europe or within the UK who are planning to move and relocate. So as always, have a wonderful Friday. Have a lovely weekend. I, for one, will be engrossed firmly into the Austrian Grand Prix. Love to see the whole Hamilton and Verstappen fighting. It's such a great season. And have a good one, guys. And I'll catch up with you all next week. Bye-bye.